up, Nina? I'm more or less just waking up. I literally woke up just for this. I was debating on doing face cam, but my allergies are fucking me. So I don't feel like it. We got a little bit of time before the show starts. It definitely went live prematurely, but whatever. So this is the reveal of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, as well as other things to come for the 9th anniversary of the game. Yeah, we're at that point now. They revealed that it was coming back in August, and we're just now seeing it for the first time. So it's a big day. I even told my boss at work, hey, I'm gonna be a little late today because I'm watching the shit live. I don't care. I haven't played in so long, but I have no idea what's happening there anymore. Honestly, I've been playing the game and I don't know what's happening anymore. Oh, casting a Frank Stone trailer. Yeah, it's on sale.
Something's wrong. Like,
I still haven't played this.
Very wrong.
Maybe I will at some point, but like, I don't know.
Will be reborn.
I'm assuming it's on sale for like anniversary. And I'm already signed up for the newsletter. So this doesn't matter to me. But yeah, everyone basically thinks this is going to be Springtrap. We do not know for sure. But like, there's no way it's not, right? But it's supposed to be a full chapter as well, so there's supposed to be a survivor and a map. I guess we're going to find out soon enough. Though for me, not soon enough. I'm being impatient. Let's skip ahead 10 minutes, shall we? Not listening or anything about the doctors, but I came to say hello. Since you can't hear me. Dude, the wait for this is killing me. This is the longest 10 minutes of my life. I gotta play more ads again because the music's fading. No, it just looped. Alright. Ah, you know what? Fuck it. It's an important enough day for this. Why is it so small? Okay, so why am I not being picked up? What are we doing, OBS?
Something's wrong. Like, very, very wrong. How can this be happening?
Frank Stone will be reborn.
Why are we choosing to not work right now? What are we doing, broadcast? Okay, so that's working. Why is broadcast not? There we go. Oh, I'm a little bit bigger than I want to be. Okay. Yeah. Facecam stream it is. I figured today is important enough for it, so why not? We are going to turn it down a little bit, though, because it's kind of loud in my ears. Shouldn't be too much quieter for you guys, though. And I just realized I'm blocking the timer. We got a minute and a half. I'll try to not block anything important, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good spot. Should be fine anyway. Honestly, I don't know. All right, let's do this. I'm so ready for Freddy. And whatever the hell else is about to come into the game. Not like that. Oh, come on. Throw us in. What are we doing? Mr. Pope. What the hell? There we go. Maybe 1 year I'll have a cameo in this. Maybe.
Did it say game mode?
Everybody run!
A very strong focus on quality of life.
I found Dead by Daylight, and instantly it became a home.
Thank you. Thank all of you.
I didn't even see Tofu the last time I watched this, honestly. Yeah, look right there. That is definitely third-person Wraith gameplay. So I think we're gonna get that as a mode announcement today. Very possibly. Or that's just not meant to be there. Who knows? I guess we'll see. Hey, there they are.
Hi. Hello. Folks, we got a show for you. There's still
Hell yeah, you do.
Oh yeah.
I wish I was there.
that.
Come on in. There's still room. Pyramid Head's at the back there.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
So in the biz, they call that a hype trailer. Seems that it worked. I felt pretty hype coming out of that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary live stream spectacular from
It looks
PAX
extra
East
nice.
in Boston,
I
Massachusetts.
literally just woke up. This is not far from me. I could have been there if I didn't have to work and actually planned ahead for it.
This is one of my favorite events every year, but I haven't been here for a good decade. What's happening? I don't. Oh, is the unknown? Is the unknown here?
Possibly. Oh, yeah, it is right there.
It's a great event. I used to live in Boston, Massachusetts,
Yep.
but for some reasons out of our control, we haven't come for a number of years.
Yeah.
There was a global thing that happened.
But yeah, PAX has
yeah.
always been very special
Yeah.
for us. It's not only is it an amazing place to be, it's just awesome to be with our people here, but it's where it all began for us, right?
It is.
9 years ago, we had the smallest little booth you can get in the corner there, and
Yep.
then we showed our little game to people. We didn't have much back then. We were a team of 30 people. We had a dream. We had stars in our eyes.
Look
and-
at that. Wowzers.
Oh, Jiminy Jillikers. But we had this little gem of a game.
That's wild.
You know, this strange asymmetrical multiplayer game where 4 people are trying to escape a nightmare while someone is trying to murder them all. And somehow it resonated. People understood what we were bringing, and it worked.
It worked indeed. And you know what? We dove right
It
into
just
it.
worked.
If no one knows, you should be ashamed. But this man right here, his name is Matt Cote, our head of
Hi.
partnerships on Dead by Daylight. And my name's Eric Pope. I'm the community director on Dead by Daylight, and I'm very happy you're here.
Hell yeah.
So as Matt was saying, PAX specifically is very important to DBD. And Matt, I don't know if you know this, we've gone back to the archives, not those archives, the other, our archives. We've gone back to our archives, calm down. And we found a little clip of Matt from the very first one.
Oh,
So
boy.
why don't we roll that?
How many killers, how many survivors are you hoping to add? A lot more, or?
Yes, many, many more. The idea has always been when you start the game, you don't know who you're up against, you don't know what powers are going to be facing you, you don't know which map you're going to be in, and the other survivors, you don't know what abilities and perks and whatnot they're going to bring.
9 years ago, man.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Not sure what was up with my eyebrows back then.
Let's have a hand for Matt's eyebrows. 2016 eyebrows were very bushy. I love it. So I like to think the team delivered on what you said, and now we are in a place where we have 38 killers. 38 survivors, 45. Jesus, I have it backward. 38 killers, 45 survivors, and
insane.
a billion perks.
About 1 billion perks, and so many really, really awesome licenses that came to join us over the years.
Here's why I didn't want to do
so
Cam,
think
'cause I knew I
you've
was gonna
always
be
said
sneezing.
It's kind of a love letter to the 70s and 80s horror movies that we all love. What really kicked it off on the partners licensing side was Mr. Michael Myers, right?
Yes,
Yep.
Halloween. There are
Which
a
is
few
insane
here, I believe.
that was the first.
Halloween was the very first time we brought in some Legends of Horror.
Insane
many
that was
more
the first
followed
license
after
they
that.
got still.
Yeah, Leatherface, Chucky, Alien,
Ghostface, Stranger Things,
Ash from Evil Dead.
and on and on.
Yes, and on it rolls.
Yeah, one of the
Even
big
now.
milestones for us was probably like Silent Hill. Silent Hill was the very
Ice
first
Guy,
time we had a
you've
video
missed
game
nothing. They're
chapter,
kinda just
and
talking
for
about their
us,
history
it
so
meant
far.
quite a lot because Silent Hill and Resident Evil specifically were games that inspired a lot of us on the team to
So
make
unless you
video
wanted to
games,
see
right?
Matthew
They were with
Cote
us
from
when we were young,
2016,
and
you've
being
missed
able to
nothing.
work with these people to create something in our game.
Look,
that
one
they
of my
were proud
favorite
of, that they
chapters.
thought their fans would enjoy was
Hell yeah.
so validating and humbling, honestly.
We should do more with them, I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Just saying,
should.
that's my opinion. Just a guy with opinion. I just realized, by the way, I want to apologize to this half of the room because I'm just looking over here at Matt.
It's okay, I'm looking at them.
Hi. Yeah, you get Matt's face, which is better in the end anyway. Or you can look at me up there. Sorry. So yeah, iconic licenses, Matthew. It's a nice segue
Speaking
actually
of.
to our show today. We've made add another or some.
Yes.
Well, then let's, without further ado,
Yeah, what are
dive
we
into
gonna
the
talk
run of
about today?
show to tell you what we're actually going to talk about instead of Matt and I just rambling. So if you want to put that up on the screen,
Yeah,
we're gonna
you're
kick
here like
things
just
off
in time for the actual good
whenever
stuff.
you want, with Jose and Justin to talk about the
So the
upcoming
choose your own
content
chapter
roadmap,
thing is real.
as well as quality of life updates.
You did come in time, yes.
Stop it.
I don't know what that means. Choose your own chapter. I know I'm blocking it a little bit, but still.
After that, Dave and I will be back to give you more details on the next chapter, which is, of course, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
What?
Insane that I'm hearing
They
those
said
words.
It could never happen.
They said we shouldn't do it.
We're doing it. Doing it live. After that, we've got fan favorite Rosalie to introduce you to some amazing upcoming collections that are coming to the game.
And
And then my favorite, Dave, no shame on you.
No, that's not.
Dave is coming back after that, and he's going to tell you about another one of our original chapters that we're going to do that has a major twist.
It's a little
to it.
spoiled on the picture right there. It says
Yep.
choose your own chapter, but just pretend you don't know what it means.
Pretend you can't read.
So I think that's enough. We can get things rolling
that's
now.
fair.
Thank you, Matt.
because those
Please.
are definitely a little more
Well,
interesting
I'm
because
just
we
gonna
don't know
leave
what to
now.
expect.
Well, but he's going to come back. Don't worry, Matt.
I'll be back.
Matt's not done with the show by a long shot. Thank you, Matt.
Have fun.
And now we'll welcome Justin Brown and Jose Ramos.
Jose.
Welcome, guys.
Hello.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
The roadmap is
Jose
where I'm
is our
interested.
executive
'cause, like,
producer
that's
on
going
Dead
to
by
tell us
Daylight.
what
He's
to
a
expect
vice
for the
president
next
as well,
year.
for people who care about that sort of thing. Justin is our senior director of product management. If you don't know what that means, he cares a ton about the game.
It's not
actually. He's kinda
Springtrap,
one
I
of the
will be
main
gloating.
people that my team talks to from the
It
community.
literally has to be. I don't know who the fuck else they
could
could make
that's
killer.
Why they're here
If it's
because,
Freddy, then
yes,
this is
we
going
have
to
a
be
content
funny.
roadmap that we're going to
But
talk
like,
about, which
Springtrap
cool
is
and
the
new
very
stuff, but
obvious
also,
choice.
More importantly to me, quality of life. The quality of life initiative couldn't have happened.
Quality of
without these
knife.
Yes,
I heard that.
absolutely. It is one way to do my very first live stream, so that's pretty amazing. Thank you, thank you. I think I will.
Imagine it was
tell
just
my
Matthew
kids that There
Lillard.
were 12,000 people also. That's
They couldn't
something
get
that-
him as
So, yeah,
Ghostface,
as
so
you
they
said,
got him
I
his
think,
fucking
we want to
Afton.
give you a sneak peek of our content roadmap leading us to the 10th year anniversary, which is crazy just to say it. We will also give you an update on our quality of life efforts, as you mentioned, something incredibly important for us, hopefully for you, and we'll make sure to give you all the details.
Yes, of course. And before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out, a thank you to the incredible Dead by Daylight team back home. It is because of their hard work and passion that we're able to deliver this content and this quality, year after year.
Shout out to the DBD team. Watching while they work, I hope. So, sorry, that's loud. I told everyone they can go do quiet mic. I'm very loud. Why don't we talk about some of the highlights of the past year, Jose, real quickly?
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of highlights, of course. I think the main focus was to bring things that you have waited for many, many, many years. I think the main one, of course, is 2v8. So
Yep.
bringing 2v8 to life.
Still
was
the highlight
something
of the
that
game for me.
We really wanted to achieve. Cross progression is something that also you waited for a very long time, and that now you can have. From a content standpoint, I think between Vecna, Dracula, Killer with a Dog, but also the very most recent chapter that we released with Tokyo Ghoul was one of the most popular chapter ever, really, that we have had, and it was quite amazing for us.
And I think you're a big anime fan, so you probably felt...
Yeah, and honestly, not only that, but the way we managed to bring the anime into the art sale of DBD, I think the team made really an amazing job. Yeah, that was really, really cool.
Yeah, he's
Shout
a
out to our
very
anime
good.
fans.
Many of them.
Our anime fans
very
in
well
Boston,
integrated.
Massachusetts! Thank you for indulging me.
But also, you know, this chapter gave us a chance, an excuse to travel to Japan for the first time in a very long time. It was long overdue. I think Dave, Matt, and the rest of the team spent really quality time with them, and that's really what we want to do a bit more, you know, spending time with our community, going to events like this one, and more to come. We were in Scotland recently, we were in Sao Paulo for Gamescom, LATAM just last week, and again, we will be there in more events to come.
Yeah, and to not confuse you, actually, we did release another chapter after Tokyo Ghoul just this week with the unshakable EMT Aurella Rose, which is very cool. And though I imagine most of you have seen it already, we're still going to take just a minute to watch her amazing trailer. So,
Yeah, this trailer is really good.
I got you. You're gonna be all right.
This cannot possibly be real. My name is Aurella. I'm here to help.
I wish they did more trailers like that, honestly. It's really good.
yeah.
I've been playing her a lot, too.
We got to do a lot of fun teasers for Aurella, so it was really cool to see people kind of fall in love with her before they even knew who she was. So we know people like teasers. We've heard that, so we're going to try to keep doing more teasers in the future. So thank you. And one last thing about Aurella. Actually, I think you see it on the screen right now. Very, very, very happy we're able to do this. We're running a charity initiative right now based on Aurella with the St. Justine Foundation in Montreal. They help sick kids. So it's running already in-game. It's going until the 27th of May. All you have to do, if you haven't already, is purchase one or both of those beautiful outfits in the game with Orxels, please, Orxels. And 100% of the proceeds are going to that amazing foundation, which was important to us. It's a local one in Montreal.
Yeah, they didn't announce it at the same time as them going live, so a lot of people bought them with shards.
We actually have a twist coming up in that campaign, too. Stay tuned.
Twist.
Aurella marks the last release of the Year 9 calendar. So we're going to dive in now to the Year 10 calendar, Justin.
That's right, and this is the time when I
here we go.
bite my tongue and not give you guys any spoilers.
Whoa.
Sorry. I will
Wait,
say...
two licensed survivors?
5 chapters, 3 will be licensed, 2 will be original. Of course,
And then
the
2
next
licensed
chapter
survivors with
you
a
guys already
killer
know
in
is Five
November.
Nights at
What the
Freddy's.
fuck? What? Oh, wait, there's no survivor
It's a
with
killer
this.
and a map, but Dave and Matt are going to be up to talk way more about that just after us.
No
We're
survivor.
going to follow that up with another
I think that's fine because we just got Aurella.
2 iconic survivors.
But
I
2
won't reveal who they are today, but you guys are going to love it for sure. And then finally, we're going to end the summer with an original
So we're getting
chapter, the first
4
one of the
licensed
year.
survivors.
It's going to be
and
on one of
another
our
licensed
favorite
killer in
themes, which is
November.
folklore, Asian horror folklore specifically.
What?
It is going to be one of the most gruesome chapters we've ever released, so we
Oh, I
cannot
can't.
wait to get it into your hands.
Hell yeah.
It's messy. It's gory.
Very
Good.
messy. We will close out the year with one big licensed chapter with not one but 2 survivors. And the last one is actually very interesting. It's a very special chapter. You see there
It's
is no
back in
killer
August
there,
and November.
and that's because there will be a survivor, but also a new realm that we know you are going to love. I wish I could spoil more. It's not yet there, but we will talk about it in the future.
Notice how for-
and there will also be a twist on an existing killer. So the point also of this is because killer requires so much effort, we again want to give enough space and room to the
I'm trying
team
not
to
to
be
talk
able to
over them.
work on those quality of life elements. That's very important for us that, we kind of focus on that.
Yes.
Notice how for
Thank
March
you
it's
for
that
the
new
wonderful
realm.
segue, Jose. So for some of you, of course, the content is what drives you and excites you. The new content that comes.
4
to DVD.
licensed
But, I
survivors
also
is
think for a
fucking
lot of you, myself
crazy.
included, who I talk to the community every day. The quality
we're
of the
getting
game, the quality
2
of health
licensed.
of the game is just as important as the new
And
stuff.
then 2
So
more licensed
that's
with
what
the
we're going to
killer.
talk about now. Like I
What
said
the
earlier,
hell
I'm really
could that
psyched
be?
this is being prioritized. As Jose just mentioned, we've even taken the decision here and there to adjust the schedule of the year's releases based around doing more work on quality of life. So, Jose, why don't you take it away?
Yeah. So again, success of DBD is about the community. And so this year, what we really want is to get all that feedback, to have more conversation than ever, to apply that feedback and to improve the overall experience of DBD. We think, and we're going to show with some details, that we have made great progress, but that doesn't mean that we are not going to meet some hiccups. The last release that we just had, we know has brought bugs on some of the killers.
Yeah.
And that's something that we want to react very
Nemesis.
quick on. There is a lot more to come that, again, we are going to give a lot of details on.
Yeah, and just to mention on this week's release, maybe a little rocky, we are holding our hot fix schedule a couple extra days so we can get more fixes into it. Still coming next week, hoping to fix as many of the bumps in the road that we ran across with this week's release.
Of course, and if you've watched the live streams over the last couple of years, this is
At
the
least they're
moment when I
addressing
would
it.
usually tell you about the 4 pillars we based our roadmap on. But this year, we're doing things differently. It's all around one central North Star, which is to make sure that Dead by Daylight is respecting our players' time. And so all of our focus is really about delivering on that
All right.
promise to you guys as the players.
Yes, and actually I want to mention, we've already started rolling out the quality of life stuff. The first major feature of it was the Abandon feature, which went out last release. It was pretty well received. We got also a lot of great feedback on how we can tweak it to be even better. So it's been a cool way to kick off the initiative with a big feature that helps to address some issues.
Of course.
The
And
abandoned
the most
feature,
recent
yeah.
release, I mean, despite some of the issues that you know are already there, we did fix some critical issues. The skill check release window, which had been sort of a plague for a long time, finally resolved. The unhook spam exploit resolved. We also finally added perk previews, which we had tested a long time ago. Not to be confused with seeing your Survivor teammates perks, which is something we'll do later in the year as well. And then
Good.
the sort of controversial quest system, we do plan on monitoring that. The intention is never to make it more grindy. In fact, it should be the opposite, if anything. So we're going to look at the numbers. We're going to see if there's tweaks we have to make on the quest system. But we're really happy that you can finally make progress on more than one quest in a match, in addition
Yeah,
to
that is
removing
nice.
that awkward pain point you've probably all experienced where you load into a match and then say, oh no, I already completed my last quest, now I can't make any progress on any quest in this match.
Yep.
So that's finally removed and resolved with this new quest system.
Cool, so we've got an asset we can put up on the screen to help us for the next section.
Yes.
There it is.
Ooh.
So a bunch of stuff in that screen. I'm not going to go through it all, but a few ones that I really want to highlight is everything you see in blue. So in green is what we have released. In blue is what is going to actually be released just in June. So very, very
That's
soon
some
around
game
the corner.
improvement.
And a few,
Bit
few
confusing.
ones that I wanted
It's
to
a
highlight.
little
One is, for example,
confusing,
the
but
gamma
at
setting.
least you don't
know
have
that
to
it can be
actually
tough,
put on
when it comes to the darkness level of some
things
map, and
yourself.
being able, especially for console players, to be able to deal with those gamma settings is again going to go a long way. The gun X prevention is quite important. Encouraging survivors to not give up at first hook is really something that we want to fix and improve. And one last one, sorry, that I wanted to discuss a bit more in details is the bulk blood point spending. I was watching the stream of one of my favorite content creators just a few days ago with the release of Orella. She was super excited, saved millions and dozens of millions of blood points. And it takes a while. It takes a long time to
Are they
spend
talking
those
about
blood points.
Jane?
So being able to spend them in a matter of few seconds is, I think, again, a small step for DBD, a massive leap for DBD players for sure.
And this is how we find out I'm not your favorite content creator? Wow. Wow. No, that's great. I've had a few people come to the booth here at PAX just talking about the bulk blood point spending too. So glad that that's almost here.
Almost there. Oh yeah, and no, actually there is another one, which is custom game improvement. So this one is actually, for me, a cool story. Is we had
custom match, yeah.
Custom
It's
matches.
Just, can you move the mic? You move the mic when you talk. I want to make sure everyone hears Jose. Custom match improvements.
Custom match improvement. Yes, we had a really great conversation with tournament organizers, with some content creators, in order to understand what they really wanted. And the list was really good, but then we asked, but what is the top priority that we have? Because we want to make sure that we will be quick to deliver on this. And we have identified those, and they wanted to move from 1 spectator slot to 5 spectator slots. They wanted to have hotkeys to be able to shift pretty easily from one player to another, and we are going to bring those things into this June release as well. So happy to go fast on this one.
Yeah, and of course, that's not where we're going to end with custom
More than
match.
one
That's just
spectator
what
is
we're
really
delivering
nice.
In June, in the future, throughout the year, we're going to add more customization options to custom match, including the ability to start selecting limited time event modes in custom match specifically.
Oh, hell
which would
yeah.
be very cool.
What about 2v8? Can that be in custom
And-
match too?
Yes, it will include 2v8 in
Oh,
custom.
yeah.
Baller. Love that.
Dave liked that one. Or maybe that was Matt. So we built this list.
That's time.
My team got to be really involved in building this list based on your feedback that we've seen out in the community over years, some of these things. And we're going to continue doing that. So continue giving us your feedback, even as they release, like the abandoned feature. We know you don't get it one and done. We want to iterate and make them as good as they can be. So keep that up. It's not just lip service. Your feedback is super, super important. So thank you for that. And now, phase 2. We've already talked about stuff that people generally knew about. Now we can get into the second half of our Quality of Life initiative.
Yeah, of course. And so phase 2 is meant to take us
2v8
to the
play
end of
while
the
you
year and
wait.
even beyond. And we are going to deliver a little bit more than we had even previously communicated.
So if you're loading
So
as
I guess I'll
killer,
give it
do you
to
just
Jose
load
to
up
tell us a bit
against
more.
bots?
Yes. So the first
Before
thing
you get
that
put
can
in
see on
a-
the screen, all the measures that we want to take in order to improve camping,
Actual
slugging,
game?
tunneling, we will actually give you more details in the coming weeks and in the coming months. We want to do it right. It's something that we want to carefully craft. And
Don't get me
we want
wrong,
to
all
also
the stuff
discuss more with our
over
community
there
and our content
is nice.
creators to
I'm
make sure,
thinking
again,
about
we do it
this right now.
There is things like the keyboard and mouse support that we are going to bring actually in the summer, along with balance changes for map and keys that you are going to give us more details on.
Right, so map and keys, for the longest time, we've had 5 survivor items, of which only 2, maybe 3 have felt relevant. There's been these 2 sort of semi-relevant map and key items for a long time. We wanted to give survivors a big update. We always update killers. We don't do a lot for survivors.
That's
We're
what
gonna
I was
change that.
thinking.
Map are going to change to
Like literally,
basically a
Sparking
consumable
Zero,
version of Windows of
the most
Opportunity.
recent Dragon Ball
We can
game to
imagine
come
that, which is
out.
Very cool. And then keys are going to focus
Whenever
on
you're in
revealing
queue
the
for a
killer's
match,
aura.
you
They
go
will
up
still
against
open
a
the
bot
hatch,
for
and
training.
there's also going to be some new gameplay related to the chests that the keys take.
Ooh.
Ooh, people like
This
that.
next one's
Unlock
also
the
going to be
chests?
an ooh.
Yeah, I guess so. So, in addition to bug fixes, there's a bunch of things we're super excited to tackle. The first, probably the biggest, is an MMR revamp. We've been hearing you guys complain about it for a long time. We really want to focus on making sure that MMR takes into account the actions you take in a game and how you play, as opposed to the current black and white, just survive and kill. So that's going to be a really big change coming to MMR. We've heard it. We're excited to deliver that. We're going to
MMR revamp, people.
Hell yeah.
If you don't know what that means, it's matchmaking ranking, and it'll help with matchmaking when we fix that.
Yeah. For the first time ever in an update, we're going to introduce a new survivor item this summer, which will be very cool, right in decor.
All right.
Exciting. Of course, we're bolstering our anti-cheat measures because that's always a problem. We're going to start showing you queue time, estimated queue time, which we don't do right now, which will be great this summer.
Cool.
And as much as we all love 2v8, we all know that there's one very, very, very big problem with 2v8, and that's how long you have to wait as a killer to get into a match, 12, 13, 14 minutes sometimes. Not on the next iteration, but the one coming in the summer, we're going to introduce a play while you queue feature. So you can queue up as killer. While you're queued up as killer, you can play matches as survivor in 2v8. While you wait, it'll hold your spot in line. You come back to the lobby, and you're ready to queue up as your killer. So you don't have to just sit there and look at the lobby screen for 12, 13, 14 minutes anymore.
Cool.
Just a note on that, that's coming very soon. It's coming very soon, but not in the next iteration of 2v8, which is even ultra soon. So the next 2v8, just so your expectations are set. Okay, one last thing, we do need to wrap it. I got the wrap it up signal about 5 times now. If you're a content creator in the audience, we also have some quality of life for you. We are overhauling the Dead by Daylight creator program completely.
Hell yeah.
And that's going to include what's called a support a creator system, which maybe you know from other video games. It allows you to support your favorite creator. The idea
I'm not gonna get one.
is to be a wide way for
It'd be cool,
pretty
but
much
I doubt
any
it.
deserving creator to be able to work with us, get stuff from us, and get rewarded. So stay tuned. We're going to talk a lot more about that in our next broadcast later this month or next month. And I do need to wrap up now, guys. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
wanna
you.
give us
Thanks, everyone.
Awesome, thank you.
I think, you okay for me to go?
Yeah, go for
I
it.
think some people here want to hear about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for, big dog.
So we are going to let that happen and bring out Dave and Matt to tell you all about it. Thank you, everybody.
Come on, boys. Hell yeah. It's time.
Hello, PAX.
Isn't it awesome to be back here?
It's amazing to be back here. It's nice to see you, even though I don't see quite well. It's nice to see you in person. Also, hi to everybody watching us online. And shout out to all the cosplayer. I've seen some of them. They're amazing. You know, especially Mr. Unknown somewhere there. Amazing. But I don't see anything, so, right?
After.
Yeah. All right. So, of course, being here is pretty special, and we're here. It's perfect that we're here to announce and to reveal a little bit more of our top requested, you know, of all time of the history of Dead by Daylight, the top requested license.
Yeah, so Five Nights at Freddy is our next chapter, as we've said. It is one of those crazy games. It's such an amazing story. They released about 10 years ago, just like we did. It was one of the first little indie horror games. Today, it is a gigantic behemoth of a game and universe, actually. And we are thrilled to have Five Nights at Freddy's universe finally come into the fog.
So, of course, the team has had a blast creating this chapter. It's such an amazing universe to explore. And I just wanted to say really quickly that, you know, we do survey. We survey our community to know what you want out of licenses and content, and we listen to it. And Five Nights at Freddy's has been the top of the list for the longest time.
I would imagine so.
Finally, it's here.
So what are we doing with Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, okay, so let's start and reveal our new killer.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's show that bad
Let's
boy.
go. Oh yeah, there he is. Hell yeah. Oh, he looks so good. And that's all we get. Hell yeah. Oh, that's sick.
You like that?
Okay.
It's FNAF 3.
Well,
It
thank
looks
you for that.
perfect.
So I guess we made the right choice.
You did. You absolutely did.
Yeah, it was obvious to us too. Of course,
Now I
Springtrap
have the
is
question of his
the ultimate
power.
villain of the series, and for the first time ever, you'll be able to be in the suit. Isn't that amazing? You'll be the killer. You'll be Springtrap.
He will be known as the animatronic in our game.
Absolutely, yes. So
As the animatronic.
Today we won't go into the power or the perks.
What?
Yeah, we're not revealing a lot, but we'll show some screenshots later, and if you watch closely, you might see something very interesting. We're adding, on top of the killer, a very interesting survivor and killer mechanic that's quite unique to this chapter, that will appear every time you play as Springtrap, or that you face Springtrap. So you might get a clue about this. So obviously, we will reveal more of that in a couple of weeks in another stream.
Yeah,
but
absolutely
I want
not.
to say that the power and the perks are really authentic to the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's.
It better be.
Yes. Now, one of the other ways that we like to bring authenticity to the content that we create is with cosmetics, of course. And there are going to be a few really cool ones as we release this. But there's one we absolutely need to talk about today. A legendary outfit for Springtrap that we will have will be taken directly from the movie, and we're going to show a little thing.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I was kidding when I said Matthew Lillard, but there he is. Holy shit. I was joking.
So, of course...
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
You may have noticed on screen there, this is the Yellow Rabbit from the movie as portrayed by the absolutely talented
He's gonna show up.
Lillard. So we...
Why do I feel like he's going to show up?
It's fine. Get it out. Not only are we going to have his pretty face in the game, but he was nice enough to record all the voiceover for the
Hell
characters.
yes. Oh, I love that. I'm never playing any of the skin, bro.
That's exactly what I said when I heard that.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. I do the stupidest thing ever. The way I get into this thing is I do like an ape thing. So hold on a sec. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Ready or not, here I come.
Ah, dude. That might be my favorite thing of this entire chapter.
He is such a cool guy.
That's so cool.
So as you've seen, there is no survivor in this chapter.
I don't even care.
Yeah. But
We have
there
a map.
is a map.
Show us the map.
Yeah, thank you. We couldn't do this without, of course, the iconic location of Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria.
You have things?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, it's the movie. It looks like it's in Withered Isle.
So we took inspiration from the first game, so, most of it.
Oh, yeah, it's the movie. It's the movie location.
So instead of looking at it through camera, you're actually going to walk in it. And it's filled with Easter eggs, surprises, and of course, jump scares.
Damn, bro, it looks so good. They're actually in the map. Oh, that's sick.
And there's also one fantastic... Oh, well, I'll let you react to this a little bit more, I think.
Oh, it looks awesome.
It is cool. It's an awesome
It's
map.
definitely in the Withered Isle. It's the same realm as Garden of Joy.
Can't wait for you to play into
and Greenville.
So there's also something very, very cool, a quality of life feature that we're adding with this chapter. We will have a separate queue where you'll be able to go exclusively in this map.
Oh, I love you.
And that's something that's going to be present for every upcoming map in the future also.
Yeah, let us know if you actually like the feature, and that's what we'll
Hell
do.
yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
I mean, if everybody hates it, we'll take it out, but...
The immediate... No.
We try to listen, is what I'm saying.
What else?
Well, I think we're actually out of time on this one, so it's okay. There's going to be a big stream. Also, you should know, especially there might be a few people here who are big fans of Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah, so every new map that comes out will have its own queue, is what they said.
Our socials, check our newsletter. We will be teasing quite a lot and giving a lot.
So, like, when this map comes out,
in
we'll
the
be able to
weeks
play it
leading up to the
specifically.
actual release. So right now, Dave and I will scoot. Dave will be back later. Don't worry. And right now, we'll leave the room to Rose and Eric to take you through some of the really cool collections coming this year.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, and there, he's already here. He doesn't want to waste any time. Are we going to see FNAF cosmetics here?
We're removing the map? No.
Or is that going to be
I couldn't hear backstage.
later?
So Five Nights at
different
Freddy's,
stream?
huh? Wow. How do we follow that?
I have no idea.
Well, I'll tell you
With
how,
difficulty.
Rose. With upcoming collections.
See?
What do you got?
Thanks for joining us, Rose. Rose is, as often as we can, we get her on stream to share the cool cosmetics that are planned, and today is no exception. So why don't we dive in, because this show is running by us very quickly. So speaking of very quickly, I want to remind people or let people know maybe for the first time, about a year ago, we did a community contest where people had to submit designs for killers and survivors, among with other things. And they've just started rolling out in this week's update. So I think we have a little image or video. Maybe?
Yep.
We got Jake Lone Wolf. Jake Lone Wolf outfit by Fairy Kun, Little Friend Badge by Yuki Yamato, and Singularity Death Top by It's Your Boy. You may have heard some discussion about the Singularity. That it's missing something on its face. Should we add the frowny face back to that?
Yeah. They want you to.
Now we have to. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Fine.
This is how community people pressure the devs to do things.
Just for you, though. Just for you.
Thank you, Rose. So we'll be doing that, so stay tuned. We have a bunch more winners that are going to be rolling out in Rifts throughout the year. So thanks again to everyone who submitted. We're going to be doing another one. Stay tuned. So, cosmetics. Sorry for shouting. So there's a really exciting one, Rose, that, taps into maybe a video game relevant audience.
Oh, so we are
as
talking
you guys
about the
might
FNAF
already
collection?
know, we love dark fantasy at Dead by Daylight.
Maybe not.
As you can tell from our Fortune and Fog and Dungeons and Dragons chapters.
Yeah, it
now
would
we're
be.
super thrilled to be inviting another incredible fantasy world into the world of Dead by Daylight with...
Dark Souls? Wow. No, it is. Holy shit, it's The Witcher.
There's evil here.
Wow.
Death hangs in the air.
So that was... Wow. That is what that theme was for. Everyone was right.
You guessed it, The Witcher collection coming
Wow.
out on June 3rd.
June 3rd, very soon. So fans of The Witcher, of which I am one, you're one, and I hope
That's
we have some other,
insane.
it sounds like we have some other Witcher fans here. It's a cosmetic collection of 6 new Witcher-themed outfits for the Fog.
Exactly. And of the 6, there are 2 legendary outfits. The first one being the Leshen outfit for the artist.
Whoa. Okay,
And
that
of
looks
course,
sick.
Geralt of Rivia outfit for
And he's for Vittorio. That makes sense. Hell yeah. That's really
So
cool.
One of the best parts of Geralt's outfit is that it comes with a great new batch of voice lines recorded specifically by Doug Cockle, the character's original voice actor.
Sweet.
Shout out to Doug Cockle. Any fans of him? He's actually in attendance at PAX this weekend. I saw. He's down in
cool.
the signing area, so go meet him after the show.
And that's not all. In
That's
the
not all.
collection, we also have very rare outfits for Yennefer,
Ooh. Ooh.
Ciri,
All right.
Triss Marigold,
Oh, hell yeah.
and Eridan.
New favorite night just dropped. Holy shit.
So stay tuned. We'll release more info on our socials later.
That's a Chaos Shuffle.
I actually didn't know we were going to show all those. That's great. We change things at the last minute a lot of times.
I saw
those
Chaos
look
Shuffle on
fantastic.
that.
I'm excited. Just a note about if you're wondering, if you're kind of deep into this game.
I don't even know
his
Witcher, but he
medallion,
looks,
Geralt's
yeah.
medallion, the eyes light up in the Witcher. That's not going to happen in our games because, the entity doesn't want him to have kind of
Suppresses all magical powers.
Yeah, so in case people were worried about that, it's not happening. Okay, so...
We also have some super cool Witcher-themed rewards attached to an upcoming Chaos Shuffle event coming out at the same
Yep.
time, and one of them is this amazing
Of course.
Geralt in
Of
the
course.
Tub player card.
Of course.
We couldn't talk about The Witcher without sharing this, so enjoy.
Of course.
Our requisite feat content has been met for the show. So yes, June 3rd is right around
That's
the corner. Get psyched.
literally just how he took a bath in the
We
game.
still have some more to show you of other things. We're done with The Witcher for now, but other things. So our friend Matt, who you just saw, a tall guy, big bushy eyebrows back in the day, he did a TV show with the Boulet brothers called Dragula. And they did a Dead by Daylight themed episode, which was flipping cool, and why not turn it around and now...
So we are
bring
going to
them
finally
into
learn
Dead by
about
Daylight.
that.
Yeah, it was super cool. I'm jealous of Matt, but they also have a video to talk to us about it.
All right.
This is Dracula and Swanthula, your queens of darkness, the Boulet brothers, and we are so excited about our crossover with Dead by Daylight. One of my favorite episodes of the show is when we did our Dead by Daylight
it has been
challenge.
a while.
Our cast had to come up with looks worthy of becoming a new killer skin in Dead by Daylight.
The Boulet Brothers collection will feature 2 outfits. The first is the iconic outfit for the Huntress, modeled after the
Oh, we are
design
actually
for
getting
Madame
that one.
Sir. The second is the Boulet Brothers artist outfit for the artist,
Yeah.
which is a mix of both of us. Keep an eye out for that collection releasing on July 8th.
We'll see you in the fog.
Look at that.
Damn.
Couple of concepts here of what you just saw. And we're going to keep it rolling because this show doesn't have a limited time. So next up is something from the extended world of Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
What can you tell us about this one?
So last
Wait,
year, Supermassive
Frank Stone?
Games released
Frank
the
Stone.
casting of Frank Stone, which explored the origins of a brand new killer. This year, Frank Stone in his transformed state will be entering the entity's trials as a cool new legendary outfit for the Trapper.
Makes sense.
You can look for the Frank Stone's champion outfit to be released in September.
And just as a note, if you played the game, you know that's a screenshot.
It is
from the
actually
casting of
Springtrap,
Frank Stone.
yes.
It's not an in-game shot just yet from Dead by Daylight, but that is what it's based on. So stay tuned for that one. All right, last one. Oh, actually, before I go on, in case you haven't played the casting of Frank Stone, which I think you should, it is now 80% off right now. No excuse not to buy it. Go play that amazing game. And shout out to Supermassive. We love that. Okay, last one that Rose has brought for us today is adding some new outfits to an existing fan favorite collection.
Yep, we're adding 2 new outfits to the Tomb Raider collection.
Ooh. Okay.
Both of which are releasing on August 5th. The first one is Lara's classic ensemble, which is the iconic
Nice.
Tomb Raider, Lara Croft.
Nice.
Yep, this is the iconic look that started it all for Tomb Raider, and we're super happy to bring
There's
to
something
be
similar
bringing it
in
to
the
Dead by
game, but this
Daylight.
looks better.
We'll also be adding in another outfit, but we'll be sharing more news about that in the future.
Yep. Wasn't
Bruh.
ready yet. Just stay tuned.
Fans will recognize it, though.
That's true. Get hype. Thank you so much, Rose. I told you this would be fine. And FNAF is a big deal, but these are a big deal too, right, guys?
Yeah. I would have to agree.
So there's plenty of other collections that are still going to be releasing. We just don't have a million years on the show to show you all of them. So stay tuned.
I
Check
wish
out
you
Dead by
did.
Daylight, our social
I
media.
wish you
can catch
did.
them there. And now, Rose, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
And now, Mr. Kote.
Folks, now you get to spend a minute with me. I'm sorry.
Nah.
So we are here for Dead by Daylight's 9th anniversary, but we are also Behavior, a game studio that does other things, and we thought, why not just take just a minute to tell you about something cool that we're doing outside of Dead by Daylight.
All right.
There is a desire from ourselves to help out and publish other smaller horror games where we can. And our first foray into that is with an amazingly cool little game, and it's called It Has My Face. Not my face, don't worry. So it is a first-person roguelite set in a dystopian city, and within the city you have to find and kill your own clone.
Ooh.
If the clone doesn't kill you first. It Has My Face started as a game jam creation by Nightbite Studios, which is 2 people. And in fact, they have recorded a little message for us today just to introduce themselves. So let's go to that.
Hello everyone, I am Salih, founder of Nightbite Games and the lead developer of It Has My Face. The game actually started as a jam game around a team of clones, and the response was amazing. After the jam, I kept working on it for years, and later my brother joined the project. We are a tiny team making this really unique and awesome game with lots of love, so I hope you enjoy the game as much as we do making it every day. Thank you for your support and stay tuned for more news.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of like this. That's a nice, yeah, that's a good concept. I kind of like that.
All right. So you can actually head to Steam right now if you want to check out the demo of It Has My Face and wishlist it. It's going to be in early access later this year. Cool. One last thing from the extended world of behavior. Who has heard of Red Hook Studios, the creators of Darkest Dungeon? Yeah. Well, they are also doing their anniversary stream today from PAX. It is later today, in fact, the anniversary for Darkest Dungeon 2. It's at 6 p.m. right here from PAX if you want to check it out. It's not at PAX. I'm lying, but it's today. I'm at PAX, and my brain is melted. Red Hook's second anniversary stream for Darkest Dungeon 2 is at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check it out on Twitch at Red Hook Studios. I believe we're even going to be hosting it on our own channel, so if you're lazy, you can just stay here. And that's your Eric Pope interlude. We're going to get back to the fun action now with Dave Richard. Dave, come out here.
Yeah, this is the choose your own chapter thing now. So what is this about?
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Eric.
I got to readjust myself. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
All right, Dave. We got a clock counting us down, so we're gonna zip through this. But this is an awesome one. This one is my personal favorite thing of the entire show.
As it should, yes.
It is. So it's a new original chapter coming.
Yep.
A new killer, new survivor.
Yes.
And that's kind of all we know.
Yeah, we don't know anything about this chapter because you have not created it yet.
What?
Interesting.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Tell us.
What does that mean, Dave?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so obviously we have an amazing community. They have a lot of creativity. We've seen it in, homemade killers and some pitches online, how to balance the game, everything. So we want to be able to create a chapter from scratch with all of you, building every step from pre-production to the end of the process.
Yeah, so it's going to lead us up to our 10th anniversary. It's going to be an awesome experience that we're going to get. It's a long experience, too. We really want you to experience what it's like to build a whole chapter. So, Dave, I'm super excited about this. How did this idea germinate and come about?
Well, we've been thinking about it for quite a bit. We wanted to make sure that we could do this right. And
that's what it sounds like. It's going to be community vote.
I think so. So do you want to talk about the format, or do you want to tease it a little more?
I guess. Okay. So basically what we want to do is we will not go just, hey, let's get comments online and do something, people suggest. We want to make sure that we give you the right choices to build this so that we end up with something extraordinary that everybody will love. And so we are using a choose-your-own-adventure format for this.
Okay.
Matt is like, ooh, Matt's impressed backstage. Thank you, Matt.
We have some folks here pretty young, might not know what Choose Your Own Adventure is.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a series of books, and you read a story, there's a great narrative, and then you have a choice to make at every page that will bring you either to the dungeon, to open the door, and then you go to that other page of the choice you've made until you die horribly or get out of the book. So we want to do something similar for building the character. So a strong narrative that will bring you into the creation of these creature, killer, survivor, whatever.
And so every week or 2 or 3, depending on how busy Dave is, you as a community get to vote on certain choices to build from step by step each of these characters.
Absolutely.
So I think the community is probably going to make something special with their choices and pretty wild. Do you want to kind of give an example of what they might look like, those choices?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a killer, for example. We would start with the eye-level fantasy of who this character is. So, for example, we might ask, would you prefer to have a killer that's grounded into reality? Would you prefer a supernatural character, otherworldly character? And so we have these eye-level fantasy, and then based on the top vote, we move on to, in the story. And so we would define a little bit more precisely. So, for example, if the top vote is supernatural, then maybe the other choice would be, is it an undead character? Is it a person that has occult supernatural powers? And so on until we'll define it, the whole fantasy, the narrative, and of course the power as well.
And so we're going to do the same for Survivor, right?
Absolutely. Of course, Survivor don't have powers, but they have perks to define. They have a rich backstory. Why do we empathize with them? So you'll get to forge this story, what relationship they have and how it defined this Survivor.
Yeah, so essentially you'll be in game, you see, oh, I got a new choice to make this week. You go and vote, and then maybe the next week or the next time we check in a couple weeks, you'll see the results of your previous vote. Okay, now we have an otherworldly killer, and then you move on from there. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. You got it.
Cool.
But there is a twist. So just like in the Choose Your Own Adventure books, of course, you can always peek at the different choice to cheat, to get the best thing you want for you. So in our process, we'll have twists like this. One, for example, is a change your fate mechanic.
Yeah.
So we will always give you the padding choice of the
That's probably going to happen, though.
winning choice that you voted on and the runner-up. So you'll be able to see all of these different possibilities, and maybe we'll change path along the way. So there's a lot of question there. There's a lot of steps, and for killers right now, as we designed this, we're over 1,000 different possibility of ending killers.
Damn.
So it's going to be pretty exciting.
You should see the crazy flowchart Miro board he's built. It's amazing. So the idea is to take all these folks through the whole production cycle, yeah?
Yeah, so pre-production, we start with fantasy, teams, etc. And then when we finish this, we won't stop for production. We will involve you in production as well. So anytime that usually in a chapter creation, we get to decide which outfit, which weapon is going to use, we see different concept and we choose the best one, we will involve you into that. So for example, for the killer's weapon, we would show you 3 different concepts of weapons with lore attached, the reasoning why the killer would use this, and you will vote on the one you want in the final product.
All right.
Yep. It's a big experiment that I'm psyched to take you through because you might actually learn something along the way about how flippin' complex game development is, but we want you to take the ride with us for once instead of just waiting for the result. So I think this will be cool.
We'd love to be able to have more PTBs along the way too, so that you can also play the prototypes, which is something that you don't usually see.
Yep.
Cool.
So, whoa, Matt's excited. Yeah, so the idea is, our 10th anniversary, almost a yearish from now, is all about you, the community. So that's a really nice thematic way to build up towards it throughout the year, yeah?
Cool.
Absolutely. So it's going to take a while. It's going to be a super nice adventure. Can't wait to see what you will choose, what you will build. We've done some internal tests, and every time we ended up with a different concept, which was amazingly interesting. And yeah, we want to have this available for our 10th anniversary year, so sometime in 2026.
Yeah, it's been super fun testing it internally. Dave's essentially been our dungeon master as we create this new character. It's super cool. So, right, we're not going to wait too long to get started. Just hang tight another couple weeks, and our first vote will roll out, and then we'll just go on from there. We can do pretty much what we want. We keep coming up with questions during this process, like, oh, what should we do for this? And the answer keeps coming back, well, whoa, let's let the community choose. So right down to the name of the chapter, we're talking about everything. So we'll see you out there.
So keep an eye out on our socials so that you know when it starts and you get to vote on the first choice.
Awesome. Thank you, Dave,
hey, no problem.
for joining us one more time. Thank you.
Thank you, Bax.
Are we going to get a teaser for something else?
We're shockingly on time, and that means I get to make a merch shout out. Let's see that merch, folks.
Damn.
Matt's making his way out here.
Yeah.
You can maybe still get some, so it's not this one, the merch down at the booth, but that's selling out fast. And this you can get on the shop right now on the DBD shop.
Those are cool. I like the second one a lot.
Yeah. Hi, Matt. Why are you here?
Hey, we are at the end of the show. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Normally, this is the bit of the show, if you've watched the anniversary once or twice, where you figure, oh, there's got to be something that comes after, right?
Yeah.
But in this case, we've tried to do things a little differently this year.
Because we heard Gordjiro was going to attend, and we're like, cancel it. Let's not do anything special for this one.
So if you've paid very close attention to the show, you will notice that we've already told you what the license coming after Five Nights at Freddy's is.
What?
So
you already told them throughout the show.
Yeah.
I haven't paid attention enough then.
A bunch of clues hidden throughout our broadcast, a bunch of hints. So I want you to put on your tinfoil hats. Polly, we're looking at you.
What?
And then give us our best speculations and theories on what you think it is. Actually, anybody here knows?
Shrek is what was shouted from the crowd if you're watching at home.
I think Shrek is in the maybe pile.
He's not even joking.
So yeah, go on our socials, tag us, and give us your best speculations and your best guesses. We will let you know if you were right. Go back, watch the show.
We heard they like teasers, right? So let's do some teasing of what the next chapter is instead of just shouting it at you on a stage. Shout out to the Binding of Isaac, actually. They were just talking about us on Twitter, yeah. But it's not
I'm confused. I have not caught anything, dude.
I shouldn't say that, but
no, you're not supposed to. All right, well, one last time, thank you again so very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Boston, Massachusetts. We do have another stream coming shortly. We'll announce the date when we can to reveal the specifics of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter, how the gameplay works and all that. Stay tuned.
I hope so.
And come see us
I'm
at
not
the
doing
booth
it myself.
afterwards. Yeah, we'll be happy to hug and shake hands.
Thanks, everybody.
Cheers.
Okay. It's not Rick and Morty. All right. Well, that's that, I guess. And I've got to go because I need to go to work. Okay, bye, chat.